Let's be honest. How many of you have ever checked your wallet halfway through the month and realized it's almost empty? Most students run out of allowance before the month ends. That means saying no to small things, borrowing money, feeling stressed. And the bigger issues, most of us still depend completely on our parents. There's nothing wrong with that, but without any personal income, you never learn how to earn, save, or spend wisely. That's the problem we're starting with. Now, let's look at reality. Living costs keep going up. Rent, food, transportation, everything gets more expensive. At the same time, there's a lifestyle pressure. Friends want to eat out, there are events, birthday, small trips, but most students still have no extra income source outside their monthly allowance. So you're trying to keep up with rising costs and social expectation with the same fixed amount of money. That's not fair and it's not sustainable. Here's what most people misunderstand. The problem isn't just I need more money right now. The real issue is you're not building skills that can earn money. College teach you theory, that's valuable, but it rarely teach you how to find a client, deliver a service, handle payment, or market yourself. So most students graduate with a degree but no real work experience, no side project, and no proof of what they can do. That's why so many will feel unprepared for the job market. So what happens if you do nothing? First, financial instability. You graduate with no savings, no income stream, and no safety net. Second, difficulty finding jobs. You compete with students who already have portfolios, client reviews, and real results. Your degree alone won't be enough. Third, low income. You apply to dozens of jobs, no replies. You start doubting yourself. But here's the good news. This is completely avoidable. You don't need to build a big business, you just need to start small. Tutoring, freelancing, selling design, helping people online. There's not extra stress, that's your head starts. The students who succeed aren't luckier, they just start before they forced to. Now, my partner will continue with the solution.
Hello everyone, my name is Steven Rompis and my student number is 096. So now I will tell about what is side hustle. So a side hustle is a secondary job or small business that we do outside our main activities, such as studying. So it's not meant to replace our main responsibility but to complement it. Usually a side hustle is flexible, which means we can adjust the time based on our schedule. Another important thing is that it doesn't have to be big at the beginning. We can start from small, maybe from a simple idea or skill, and then gradually grow it over time as we gain more experience and confidence. And next, why should we start early? Starting early, especially during college, is a smart decision. One reason is because we have more flexible time compared to when we already have full-time job. We can explore different opportunities without too much pressure. It's also a safe space where we are allowed to try new things and even fail. Because failure at this stage is part of the learning process. In addition, starting early gives us a longer learning curve, which means we have more time to improve our skills, understand the market, and become better at what we do. So I will tell you the benefits from side hustle. So there are several benefits of having a side hustle. For the first, it provides extra income which can help support our daily needs or savings. Second, it helps us develop important skills such as communication, time management, and problem solving. And the third, we gain real work experience, which is very useful for our future career. And the last one is a side hustle allows us to expand our network. the meaning we can meet new people, building new connection, and even find new opportunities through those relationships. And next, I will give you the example of side hustle. There are many types of side hustle that we can try depending on our interests and our skills. For example, online selling is very popular, where we can sell our product through social media or e-commerce platforms. And the next option is freelancing, such as graphic design, writing, or video editing. We can also become content creators by making videos or sharing ideas online. In addition, there is service-based work like tutoring and become an admin assistant or helping others with specific tasks. So, the key is to choose something that matches our ability and interest so we can enjoy the process while doing it. So I think that's all from material. Next to my next material to my friends.
Hello everyone, my name is Vincent Valentino, and this video I'm going to talk about how do we start a side hustle. Okay, so before my friends already explained a lot of things about why should we start a side hustle. Well, the first thing we're going to talk is it is about the myths or the excuses that we often see in starting a side hustle. Okay, so the first thing it is that I don't have any capital, that I don't have any money. In this era, in this modern era, there are a lot of things, a lot of side hustle that doesn't require any money to start. Or maybe if there's, you could just borrow it from someone else, from your family, from your relatives, from your friends. It's up to you. Just start it, bro. And the second things that the excuses will be often hear that I don't have any skills. It is impossible to for you to not have any skill in nowadays, because God gave each of us skills. Even reading a book is skills. You just gotta to learn. You gotta to explore yourself. You gotta acknowledge yourself. What the skills you got. And the last things we got, I don't have any time. Okay, so each day we got 24 hours. We got 24 hours. We sleep for 8 hours. And I believe each one of you doesn't study 16 hours a day. So you gotta just use 1, 2, or 3 hours from your life to start your side hustle. Well, I don't know. It's up to you. You want to what skills do you want to sell? And the next, we're going to talk about how do we start the side hustle. Okay, so the first we need to acknowledge first what the skills you want to sell, whether it is reading, cooking, cleaning. It's up to you, but there are a lot of skills that you could sell. You just need to know it first. And the second, we could just start from small. We need to start from the bottom. Okay, like you could just work for someone else. You could just learn it from a YouTube channel, or maybe you are start joining a course to build your side hustle, or maybe you could just work for some small clients. It is a good step to big. Okay, so the third thing we need to know, it is about consistency, because consistency, it is the most important things in this building side hustle. Because no matter how rich you are, no matter how smart you are, no matter how professional you are, that it doesn't important if you are not consistent enough. Because if you are not consistent enough, you're going to stop at some point. And the last thing, you should start using the internet. Why? Because in this internet, you could find a lot of people from young to old, and you could just promote yourself. You could just promote yourself, and you could meet thousands, hundred, or even a million people out there. Okay, so the next we could see here it is about progress and the results. Okay, so the progress and the result is you could start from no experience. Actually, this is not really a zero experience, because when you are start learning about your skill, it is also called experience. Okay, so after you got some experience, you need to learn and explore it more about your skills. And after you are good enough, after you are uh, have enough experience in your skills, you could eventually start earning some money from your clients. So it's like a step up. Okay, so the next is call to action. Okay, so you could choose, you could start today, or maybe you could start next week. At least you start. The next thing, you need to choose one ideas. This is a difference about choosing skills, yeah. Like, except I give example, like if you are choosing your skills, driving. Driving is not only about using a motorcycle, but we could just maybe we could just joining a online driver, or maybe you could just independent driver, or maybe you could just use a private driver. May you like working for someone else, like you get paid monthly. It is a skills, the same skills but different ideas. And last thing, you need to take your first step, because no matter how smart you are, if you doesn't start it, it is going to stuck in your head. Because nowadays, side hustle is not only just an option, but it is also a necessity. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.